Hey guys, what's good? I know I made a video about an hour ago, but there was more things that I wanted to talk about that didn't have anything to do with my other video. So I decided to just make a new one. And the first thing that I wanted to talk about are the advantages to being an FtM, or, well, I guess even just transgender in general, but for me, my experience, so obviously as an FtM. And one thing that I was thinking about is that ever since I started transitioning and I've gone to different transgender websites and started making YouTube videos, I have made friends from all over the world. And to me, that is so cool that I have made friends that know exactly what I'm feeling and the things that I go through just from all over the world. And I get to learn about their culture and the different things that they go through from being at a different part of the world. And it's so cool to be able to just learn about them. And it's like a brotherhood around the world, you know? Most people don't have that, just like a feeling of closeness with so many other people just from the similar things that they face and the feelings that they have. And I love that. It's awesome to me. And another plus is the fact that we get to experience two different genders in one single lifetime, because almost nobody can say that they can experience male and female in society in one lifetime, and that's something that I can't say I have. Obviously, I have always been male. My brain has always been male, but my body was always female. So growing up in society, I was treated like a female, and I know what it feels like to live life as a female and to have society treat me like a female. And although I'm not far into my transition, I still do pass pretty well. So I also get to see what it's like to be male in this society and to experience how men are treated and the differences. And to me, that's pretty damn cool to be able to see what it's like just to be male and female in one single lifetime. And I'm young. I'm young to already have experienced that, you know. I'm 20 years old, and that's a lot, and it's a big lesson learned too. So that's definitely a positive. And another thing that I think is a plus, you guys are probably going to be like, how is that a plus? But just wait for me to explain. Discrimination, that is a plus, because I have learned so much from being discriminated against, and I think it's made me such a stronger person. I think I've become a better person just from seeing what it's like to be judged when people don't even know me and to be discriminated against, because not that I can ever remember being a judgmental person, but now I know I would never judge anybody. We all go through different struggles in life, and we all go through different things, and we are nobody to ever judge anybody else. And I feel like being discriminated against and being judged for no reason, stuff like that, has made me definitely a better, stronger person. And I'm happy that I have had that, because I want to be a good person, and I think that's helped me just to become a better person. And I wouldn't change myself for anything, because I know that God made me this way. I was made this way for a reason. And as much as it sucks that I have to go through this transition, you know, like, I'm happy that I get to become who I am and become myself, and not many people can say that either. So to me, that's an advantage. And all those things are advantages, because a lot of people are always thinking about, like, all the negative things to transitioning and being transgender, but I think all those things put together are advantages and have made me a better person. So those are the positive things. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was passing and passing tips. Quick story, I went to the gay club last night, and I was thinking I was not going to pass too well because there's a lot of butch lesbians there. So I was thinking the people that are there expect to see women who appear as a man or dress like a man. So, well, not really for sure, but there usually are a lot of butch lesbians there. So I was thinking, since people already expect women to look like men, I'm not going to be passing too well. But it started as soon as I walked in. The bouncer read my ID, and I was with my friend. My friend went to pay, and he points at me and he goes, "Are you paying for him too?" And that was even after he looked at my ID. So that felt really good to pass, and I was like, that's cool. So I walked in, and right away, everybody that I was talking to thought I was a guy. Everyone was calling me a he. Even the bartender called me a he, which I thought was really cool because I was passing older, not only just passing as a boy, but passing older. So it was a really good night. And now that I am passing most of the time, I just wanted to talk about a couple of passing tips. And I know that a lot of guys on here have passing tips, but I'll just put my own input in from what I've experienced. And the first thing is hair. I know that a lot of FTMs, well, not a lot, but there are some FTMs who like their long hair and want to keep it. And I say be yourself. You know, don't ever change who you are and what you like just to be able to pass better. But if you are trying to pass, I think that you need to go with a shorter haircut. And for me, when I first got my haircut, I went to a hairdresser because my aunt's a hairdresser, and I said, I want a short haircut and I want a faux hawk. And I got a faux hawk, but it was like the girliest looking haircut that I could imagine. It seemed even girlier than my long hair. And that's because hairdressers are trained to like make your features look soft and feminine. So if you go to a hairdresser, most likely you're gonna end up with like a girl haircut, and it's not gonna really like make you look masculine. And right after the first time I got my haircut, I went to a barber shop and I said, I want a haircut, I don't know what I want, just make it look masculine. And they did, so it's helped a lot, and I think hair is definitely a big thing. And go to a barber shop. The next thing I wanted to talk about was binding. Pretty much most people will, if they're trying to figure out if you're a boy or a girl, they'll look at your chest. And I know that for sure because I've seen people trying to figure out what I am, and they'll look down at my chest, and that's usually, or a lot of times, the deciding factor. So pretty much if you want to pass and you have a bigger chest, then you should bind. Another thing is the eyebrows. My mom used to pluck my eyebrows because she's an esthetician, and until I let my eyebrows grow back out, I didn't pass at all because guys just don't usually have very shapely eyebrows, and they don't have thin eyebrows like girls. So if you want to pass, then you probably should not pluck your eyebrows. The next thing is, well, packing. To me, I don't really find that necessary. I do personally pack because I have lower dysphoria, and without feeling something there, I get really dysphoric. But it's like 50-50. Some guys say you should pack because people do notice that. Some say you don't. But if you wear looser pants, I really don't think it matters. If you wear tight pants, then I would definitely say that you should pack. That's another thing that leads me on to clothes. There are FTMs who say they love like girl clothes and the tight clothes, and if that's your style, then go for it. But if you're gonna wear girl clothes, you're most likely gonna not pass too well, because girls' clothes are made to like accentuate your girl features. Like, they show your hips, they show your ass, like just the way they're fitted. For guys' clothes, they obviously make you look more like a guy. Like the pants, they're straight all the way down, and they don't like show your curves and stuff. So definitely I would recommend wearing guys' clothes. And I don't pull my pants up too high, because that like shows my curves more. But I wear them like lower, like halfway down my hips, because that definitely helps make it appear like you have more of a manly shape. Confidence, that is a huge one. If you go walk into a place where you're feeling like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna pass, oh, they're gonna tell I'm a girl, like, you're definitely not gonna pass. But if you walk in somewhere confident, head high, you know, like, they're gonna read you as a male, or as whatever you're trying to give off. So confidence is definitely a huge one. And the last tip is the voice. I every time I'm going out, when I'm driving to wherever I'm driving, I do the boom your voice thing. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but if you haven't, go to YouTube and just type in boom your voice, and I think that works really well, at least for like a little while. And other than that, like, you need tea. Tea is the only thing that's gonna like make your voice drop. And if you're not planning on ever going on tea for whatever reasons, then I definitely think that works the best. And other than that, like, if you're just starting your transition and you're not passing very well, just hang in there. I guess watch other guys' videos about passing and just work on all the things, and eventually you'll get there, you know. And I hope this has helped. That's all I got for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.